Tell me more about the breaking away from, location specific living, as far as, I think it's interesting to see, the lifestyle in Romania and this encouraging of people to become more uh, location independent. Where did that start for you? I think for many people, just the idea of leaving the United States and going anywhere else is sort of wild or insane, or they couldn't imagine themselves doing it. How did that start?
Yeah, so it started for a variety of reasons. So the first thing I will say is I am American. I'm American. I'm half American, half English. My mother was English. My dad was American. I lived in America till I was 15, and then we moved to England. America does an amazing job, and it truly is amazing, with their propaganda machine. America's the best country in the world. America, freedom, 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 blah, blah. America is not free. America is not the best country in the world. It's only my opinion. Don't get upset. But there's nothing you can do in America you can't do in Barcelona or Paris or name any Tokyo, Singapore, Melbourne, Australia. Like there's nothing in America. The only thing you do have, I guess, that some countries don't have is in certain places you can get a bunch of big guns. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations. Besides that, that's the only thing you've got. And what's happened recently, I don't want to get too political, but recently I've seen a whole bunch of right-wing conservative guys who just had their vote stolen from them in broad daylight, still tweeting out America's the best country in the world. And to me, that looks like Stockholm syndrome. They just stole the election. They just stole the election from you, and they're prepared to ban you on social media and fire you from your job for your opinion, and you're still going to pretend that's a good place for you as an individual to live. It's simply not true. There's other places you can go. There's other places I live in Romania, a right-wing country. Every single thing that's considered right-wing and crazy in the West is completely normal here. Like there is no gender fluid, none of that. None of it. When I try and even explain it to people, they think I've made it up. They don't believe it. They're like, that's not real. So there are normal places in the world. So that's the first thing. I kind of always, from when I moved from America to England and then I was traveling, fighting, I kind of always realized that the American dream and the Western propagation that they're the only countries in the world that are safe and free is a lie. Two, what made humans, why are humans the most successful species on the planet? We can't run the fastest. We can't fight the best. We need clothes or we freeze outside. It's because of one thing. It's because of adaptability. We can adapt. That's what we have. So if you tie yourself to one location, you are seriously damaging your ability to adapt. Things happen. And look at Corona. You could have been stuck in California where you want to be in Florida, where it's open. You need adaptability. So for the same reason I say to people, look, don't buy a house, rent a house. Oh, but renting is wasting money. No, what wasting money is paying a whole bunch of interest on a mortgage for a house that when you finally need to sell it, it takes 3 years to sell. Time is money. You're wasting it. Just rent a house, find a way to make some money, and if you get annoyed in X location, you can move. Bye. So adaptability is extremely important as well. And you can do adaptability within America, or you can go global like I have. I love Romania right now. Will I love Romania in 10 years? Don't know. Where will I want to live then? Okinawa? Cool. I've got money in the bank. Let's go. So adaptability is another big part of it. And three, the reason I kind of got this mindset is for a while, I really wanted to live off grid. I wanted to just be left alone. And I realized that in the modern world, that's absolutely impossible. You can't be off grid if you want to live any kind of life worth living. So then I came up with the idea of why don't I put myself on as many grids as possible? And the goal behind that is that no one grid controls me. So for example, I have 7 passports. I have 15 driver's licenses. So let's say I'm driving my car and the police stop me. I'll just pull out a license from some random country. I'm in Romania. I'm driving a Slovakian plated car. I've got an American driver's license. I've got an Estonian passport, and I'm speaking English. Like, you think they're going to take my license, or they're just going to look at me and go, just slow down, bro, bye. The paperwork's not worth it for them. If you ban my passport, you can ban my passport right now. I guarantee I've got another one that'll work. I'm that guy, right? So I like the idea of freedom, and freedom is basically achieved by having enough documents so that no one country can stop you from moving. Unless you're like Edward Snowden or something and you're really on the Interpol list. But for minor stuff, make sure you always have driver's licenses so no one can stop you driving. and make sure you have money coming in from the sky so you can you can rock up anywhere and live for as long as you need to live. If you do that, you're pretty free. And that's what we teach inside the war room, because I think that's the end goal is freedom. And if you have all those things and still want to live in America, good luck to you. Fine, no problem. But wouldn't it be nice to be able to say, you know what, tomorrow, first class ticket, 9 a.m., I'm on my way to Shanghai, and I'm going to rent myself a big penthouse. I'm going to hit the club, get some champagne, get myself 3 Chinese girlfriends. I'm going to stay there. It's free. It's an ability. It's the ability to do it. That's what we try and